This video is sponsored by Van Digital, a social media, virtual assistance, and web design agency.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's gonna be a quick one. It's about how God is supposed to be approached. I got this topic from, I believe, 1 Corinthians 14 verse 40. It states that everything should be done in a fitting and orderly way. So I was led to this quotation after I did wudu, and I wrote it in my notebook so I could remember the order of it. And how we should approach God and be clean, or ritualistically clean, as some people would say. So in Leviticus 8 and Exodus 29 verse 1 to 9, it talks about consecration of priests. Now some people will say we are not Levites, and that may be true. If God calls you to be a priest though, and he calls you to do certain things in the Bible, then that's between you and him. I was also led to Leviticus 15, and it talks about discharges causing uncleanliness. And I was thinking about the spiritual aspect as well, which I think is why I was led to this for the first time. So chapter 2, or verse 2 goes into saying, when any man has an unusual bodily discharge, such as discharge is unclean, whether it continues flowing from his body or is blocked, it will make him unclean. Any bed the man with a discharge lies on will be unclean. Anything he sits on will be unclean. Anyone who touches his bed must wash their clothes and bathe with water. Kind of like wudu. Well, exactly like wudu. And they will be unclean till evening. Whoever sits on anything that the man with the discharge sat on must wash their clothes and bathe with water, and they will be unclean till evening. Whoever touches a man who has a discharge must wash their clothes and bathe with water, and they will be unclean till evening. And it goes so on and so forth. It also goes into when a man has an emission and how he must also cleanse himself, and how both of them must bathe with water and they are unclean until evening. Also for women and their monthly. If a man has relations with her and her monthly flow touches him, he will be unclean for 7 days, and any bed he lies on will be unclean. And goes on to say that anything she basically touches or sits on will be unclean until evening, and they must wash themselves with water. Both of them are also charged with having to take 2 turtle doves or young pigeons and bring them to the priest as well. You must keep the Israelites separate from things that make them unclean, so they will not die in their uncleanliness for defiling my dwelling place, which is among them. I took this as the dwelling place of God is when you go to pray. Hence why Muslims do wudu. And I find that my prayers are answered quicker after I do wudu. So that is to say, you don't have to take my word for it. Test the spirit and see what works for you. And yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.